Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the table, I have my wonderful co-host,
Omar.
and right next to him, I have my wonderful co-host, executive producer.
Yo.
Now you guys are gonna feel like I have to do something crazy when I start this.
Yeah, well, but it's hard because you started off.
I started with the straight man start, and then you guys get to take it off and have fun.
Should we alternate?
We can next time. That way I can do something fun.
You can do some beatboxing.
Speaking of fun stuff, Omar went on a little vacation.
Living salty, daddy.
Oh, that's where it's from.
Living
Yeah,
salty.
Panama City Beach. I
How
took a
was it?
little trip with my girl. We went to New Orleans for 2 days, and then we went to Destin for a day, and then we went to Panama City for another 2 days, and then came back.
All driving?
All driving. Bro.
How'd you like that? Because I'm pretty sure you did like most of the driving.
So I haven't had a reliable car for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Like the last time I took a really long road trip, I had an old Civic, and that because I went to Big Bend with that car, and every time I would turn it on, it was like maybe like a 30% chance that it wouldn't turn on the battery, and I would have to get it jumped,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
And I was just a poor boy in college, so I didn't buy a battery. I didn't know what the problem was. I tried to change some shit, and it wasn't this, wasn't that, so I just gave up.
Yeah.
And I went to Big Bend. It's like 8 hours away. Every time I turned the car on, I was like, bro, please, 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 please turn on. And only one time did it not turn on, and we were like thankfully in the city. But Big Bend is like a national park, so I'd be like in the middle of nowhere.
With a dead car.
Walking
Oh
back
my
to my car,
God.
and it's like 7 p.m., and the mountain lions are looking for us.
Lions
they're
are
hungry.
hungry.
And I'm just by myself, like in this field, just like at the base of like a hiking trail, and I'd just be like, please, God, turn on, and it would turn on. So I haven't had a reliable car in a really long time, and I just bought a car a few months ago. So I was like, I want to take it on a road trip.
Put some miles on this bitch. Let's get it going.
Some miles on that bitch. I probably put like 1,700 miles on that shit this whole trip. It was a long drive, brother. It was a long drive.
That's
Maybe
a
like
nice little
1,200.
drive.
So New Orleans, bro, to be honest, man.
Say it. Say it.
Shade him. Do it, man.
Say it.
Do it. Shade him.
Not
Join
my,
the
Not my
crew.
swamp folk. Not
Let's
my swamp,
go.
my swamp folk. Not my swamp folk now. Oh, no, now. I think I don't think I'm going to go again for a really long time.
Fucking
bro.
go.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. It's a place you visit like maybe once every 10, 20 years.
Well, because
That place sucks.
it doesn't. It's just like I went when I was 20, and then I went again when I was 21.
Okay.
And I was like, this place is the fucking best. But like, if you're just going to not party, because I just went with my girlfriend. I didn't
It's
want to walk around the
horrible.
bars. I was gonna go to maybe Frenchman Street, listen to some live music and shit. But I was really there for like restaurants and like stuff, like
Yeah.
those little shops they have in the French Quarter and all that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so hard to get around the fucking city. It's so fucking hot. So fucking hot. There's no shade anywhere.
Anywhere.
No, it's
There's
all
no parking
open as
anywhere.
shit.
Everything is different. You have to pay for parking everywhere.
Yes.
Like, because we got a nice hotel in downtown, and I had to pay for parking, $25 a night.
That's-
I had
oh.
never had to pay for parking at a hotel ever. I was
That's
like, bro.
stiff, man.
And I asked a lady, I was like, is there anywhere around here that you can free park? And she was like, in New Orleans, you can't free park anywhere.
That fucking sucks.
And
bro.
last 2 times I went, I stayed in an Airbnb like on Bourbon or like right around Bourbon, so it had its own parking space.
Yeah.
I hadn't like really gone to a hotel or whatever, and I didn't really do a lot of driving the last 2 times I went. This time I was doing a ton of driving.
Yeah.
So difficult to get around, dude. So I just had to walk to places. But it's just there's not much to see, bro.
There's nothing to do.
It's old. It's dirty as fuck.
It's
Yes.
humid as fuck.
Once you go to French Quarter and you walk around for like 2-3 hours, that's it. You've kind
Bro,
of seen everything you need to see.
Ton of fucking homeless people,
Throw up,
grifters. Like,
pissing.
I remember this dude fucking really wanted me to buy his fucking mixtape.
Yeah.
Was like coming up to me. This swole black dude was like, "You gotta buy this, bro. You gotta buy this." Like, I'm like, dude, please, like, leave me alone. Or like,
I don't want, bro. I
So
actually,
strange.
when I was on French Quarter, so the good thing I will say this about Louisiana or New Orleans, that's the only place we went, Louisiana, is that the food is banging. We were just talking
Yeah,
about this.
food's
AB was mentioning how in New York they don't really have a lot of chains. It's like a lot of standalone restaurants. That's kind of how New Orleans is.
Okay.
It's like it's hardly any chains. It's just a lot of like their own restaurants. Like we would go to like these cool little because I just splurge money on restaurants instead.
Yeah.
And so we'd go to like a nice restaurant, like a whatever $120 restaurant or whatever, and the inside would look really cool. It'd be like a old fucking medieval looking hotel, and you'd like go into the back and there'd be like gold elevators. Like it was a cool. The architecture was cool, the vibes were cool, but just as a trip to spend 2 days there, I wish I would have went straight to Florida.
Yeah.
I
Throw
had
it
a-
away, bro.
he basically
It's-
said, "I wish I would have skipped it completely."
Yeah, bro,
That's what he thinks of
unfortunately.
your city. People. from
I had
Louisiana,
some
New
banging
Orleans.
food there though.
New Orleans people, you suck.
No, don't listen to him. I do love NOLA, but I think I've just grown out of it. At this point, I'm too old, and I'd have to go like. I'm just 26 years old. Just an old man. My tired legs can't do that anymore.
But there's just, I mean, I guess I agree, man. There's nothing really there for me. Like maybe, like I said, once every 5-10 years, maybe. But there's nothing there for me personally to really want to go besides the restaurants. That shit sounds awesome. But even then, that's maybe like a 1-2 day max thing, and then I'm out.
What do you do in between the restaurants? Yeah, you walk around.
You
Cook.
drink.
You get cooked by the sun, man.
You get cooked by the sun. You get cooked by the homeless people.
You honestly just drink hella margaritas and that's it.
Yeah.
all
I
you
drank that.
Daiquiris.
Daiquiris,
So much
yeah.
etouffee, dude. So much crawfish.
So
shit.
much at
Yeah.
etouffee.
Oh man. But when I was on French Quarter, dude. When I was on French Quarter, they had a dude like, oh, nice shoes, right? Like they're trying to sell you some shit.
Yeah.
And I walked by, and he was like, oh, nice shoes, man. And he was like, let me see. And then he got down and quickly reached out of his fucking pocket, pulled out like one of those little mini travel-sized shampoo bottles.
Yeah.
Squirted some water on my shoes.
Oh my god.
And he was like, let me give you a quick shine. And he put his knee out. He had like an apron on. He put his knee out and told me to put my foot on there. And so for a second, I was like, oh,
Literally on
dude.
the street?
On the street. Outside of the restaurant we were just eating
A grown man, you're putting your fucking knee, you're putting your leg on his knee.
Outside of the restaurant we were just eating at. A grown man, like probably late 30s. So he comes,
my God.
he like grabs my foot and kind of like motions it toward his leg. And I set it down for a second and I'm like, bro, you don't got to do this. I'm like, stop. I'm like, bro, you don't need to do this. I don't feel right about this.
He's trying to get you on a sale. That's what he's trying to do.
It was a black dude. I'm not about to put my fucking my foot on a
Bro.
black dude's knee and have him shine my shoe in the middle of fucking bourbon. I'm not doing that, dude.
Absolutely not. That's fucking insane.
So a second
my
later, I
God.
pulled away. I was like, bro, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. I was like, I got you, dude. I'm just gonna give you like $1 or $2 anyways, right?
Yeah.
You're giving it to him to go away at that point.
Yeah, I'm giving it to him to go away, and I'm giving it to him so he doesn't have to try to convince me to let me shine my shoe.
But he wasn't like homeless though. Like he looked like
He's like one of those folks that's in French Quarter that's just kind of like
He's hustling.
He's
Doing
hustling.
something.
there's a lot of those. There's a lot that like they're
Side
probably
job.
not homeless, but they're hustling.
Yeah.
I encountered
Yeah.
like there's some homeless, but I encountered a lot of like more of those.
That's probably
Yeah.
their job, to be honest with you.
It could be, yeah. They're out there like drumming and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how they make a living, but
Oh, it's shit. You can make
Out there
$8 an
drumming.
hour.
I guess so. Yeah, there are a lot
You
of people
make more
around
than
there.
people that work at
a lot of
Popeyes.
tourists
It was
fucking
right there in
flowing
front of
around.
Cafe Du Monde too. It
Oh
was
man,
super
the
busy.
beignets are so busy though.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
had to
goddamn
pull away,
busy.
dude. I was like, don't do this. I can't.
Yo, him squirting water on your shoe is crazy.
And you know what's the worst part? When I went home and it dried, it left a small stain. So
Oh,
That's what I was gonna say.
it
It
must
was
have
probably-
soap in it, like
It's probably
hand soap or
dirty,
something.
bro. Yeah.
Well, I had to sniff it. I had to see if it was pee. And it wasn't pee. It wasn't pee. I smelled soap in it, but he probably put hand soap in it. And like,
Yeah.
you know, detergent, if you don't
God.
like dilute it correctly,
It's
it
just
sticks to your
abrasive.
shit.
It's abrasive on shoes.
Yeah, bro. So I took my foot away and I was like, don't do this, bro. I was like, you don't need to do this. I will not have a grown man shine my shoe in the middle of the street in front of all these people. So I give him $2, right? And I had taken out cash because I knew, Bourbon Street and French Quarter, like they like to take cash out there.
Yeah.
So I took out some money and I had like maybe like a few 20s and like a 10 in there.
Oh no.
And he was like, oh, bro, can we go 10 for 10? I was like, what?
10 for 10.
No.
What?
I
Can we
was
go
like-
10 for 10?
I
What
was
does
like,
it even
no,
mean?
bro. I was like, no, you didn't do anything. No.
Can we go 10 for
And
10?
I was like,
I don't even know
here.
what that means.
And I handed him 2 bills. I handed him 2 $1 bills, and I just walked away.
Can we go 10 for 10?
Can we go 10 for 10?
I didn't
10
know
for
what that
what?
meant. I think I don't know what he meant. Maybe
He just wanted
saw
a
the
10.
20, and he's like, I got a 10. Can you give me the 20?
Oh, you
And
got me fucked up.
I don't even know what that. Why would you want that?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm
but
just
it,
trying-
it sounds like a scam.
I have too many small bills in my pocket. Would you mind giving me change? I don't know what he was talking about, but I was like, that's enough, sir.
I've had enough of
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
You've done enough, sir.
After
Thank
that,
you.
I'm going to want to leave the city completely. That is just ridiculous.
But I had some
Oh
pretty
my
cool
God,
restaurants there.
bro.
There was this place called Luke. Shout out to Luke. It was like a really small, like the vibes were really nice. It was like a dim lit, nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And in the back, when you go to the restroom, it goes out into like this weird little corridor area where there's like elevators and like a side like fancy little room. And so I went to the bathrooms back there, right?
Mhm.
You go out to the bathrooms and you go out this door, and he's like, "All right, go out this door and then take a left, and then it'll be on your other left."
Mhm.
I open the fucking door. It looks like an old apartment. Like I opened it up and it's as if I stepped out of an apartment room
Yeah,
into
that's
like the
fire.
hallways. And
That's
there's a
so
fuck
fire.
ton of doors everywhere and like little skinny hallways.
Oh, that's
I'm
super
like,
cool.
They just repurposed this building.
Yeah, bro.
But it's cool. I like shit like
Yeah,
that.
love that
that's
shit,
super
man.
unique. That's like
Yeah.
those are the kind of things that you'll only find like specifically in New Orleans. That they have like that style. They have like the French architecture, all that kind of influence, the Cajun shit. You know.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. But aside from the restaurants, I don't do much drinking these days. Like even on special occasions, unless like I'm with my boys and we're really trying to get after it.
That's the one place you have to do it.
I mean, I
You
drank-
have to drink there.
But the thing
to
is,
tolerate it.
it's not fun being hammered when it's 94 degrees outside. You know what
I
I mean?
don't know,
really
man.
fucking hot.
It's so hot.
In
and,
the
like,
evening, I'd enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, I'm not saying like drink throughout the day. Like throughout the day, you know, you get your nice little meals. You have
Walk
a good
it off.
conversation.
Yeah.
Walk it off. Then at night, you take all your shoes off, your shirts off, and all that shit, and you walk around Bourbon Street barefoot.
Oh, dude, I would.
with a big ass daiquiri in your hand.
I walked
Oh
around.
my God, you
I was
cannot
on
walk
Bourbon
around
Street.
barefoot.
I was on Bourbon Street with sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, them
And when I
bitches
went
was
home,
black.
dude, my feet had black sludge on them. Literally,
gosh,
I
bro.
got in the shower. I scrubbed them so hard because I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna do that.
I would
ever again.
honestly buy shoes to wear them there.
Yeah, it's
and
so
throw
dirty.
them away
And burn them right
and
after.
burn them right after.
Just leave them in the hotel.
You don't know what kind of HIV is on the bottom of them shits.
Yeah, who knows what the fuck you actually got on your feet? Dog poo poo, bird poo poo.
Yeah, man.
Human poo poo.
Those human poo poo.
Yeah.
There's so many like little shops there that sell like daiquiris or like fish bowls. Fish bowls,
Yes.
they're just giant like actual like fish bowl size thing full of like different kinds of liquor and it's like strawberry flavored or
And their
watermelon,
shit's
whatever.
strong out there too.
As fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
when I went to that nice restaurant, I got a little, you know, I got cocktails, fruity drinks the whole time, and I got like a tiny little drink. It came out and it was like in a tiny little chalice, like a little bowl. I don't even know how to describe how much. It was like 3 shots worth of liquid in this
Yeah.
entire thing. But boy, oh boy, did that thing get me turned. That one drink, that one little $16 drink got me turned.
It's a bang for your buck right there.
It's a bang for your buck. I did have fun, but after I went to Florida, I think I would have skipped it. I would have rather gone to Destin or something another 2 days.
So all right. So where'd you go right after New Orleans?
So we went to Destin, and
How was it?
I'm like a big time sleepyhead couch potato sometimes in the morning. My girlfriend is 10 times worse. So we got to Destin way too late. We got to Destin at like 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
like to check in, or like 5 or something like that. So we went to the beach. We didn't go in the water at Destin. It was like it's like a 4.5 hour drive to New Orleans. Wait 2 days, then we drive like another like 4 hours to Destin.
Yeah,
It's honestly a really nice road trip going to Destin. I think I'm going to start going to Destin a lot more often.
it's really nice. It's 9 hours from here if you don't stop in New Orleans.
But that's
the
not that
only...
bad, to be honest. Oh, so, all right.
Oh man,
Bro, coming back, I came from Panama City all the way back here. It was 10 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. And imagine
Oh,
if you went into like
Jesus.
Jacksonville or some shit like that.
Oh, brother.
You would have been in hell.
Destin, bro, Florida, listen, man, I've been knocking those guys. That shit's beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
But
It's
you were
amazing,
in
bro.
you were in the good part.
You were
I
in
don't
probably
wanna
the
go to
most.
Jacksonville.
When you go
Yeah,
down,
it's-
it goes down.
I assume worse.
It
Yeah.
gets
But
bad.
you're probably in the part that's like the most in demand part in Florida right
yeah,
now.
it's
is
all like
Destin.
peaceful families. It was
Yeah.
all just nice families.
Mostly from other states.
Yeah.
not from actually from Florida.
Whole bunch of people from Tennessee and Alabama. They love
Yeah.
that place.
'Cause
I feel
right
like
there.
That place is like the embodiment of like Margaritaville.
Yeah. Bro,
That's what I feel like it's like.
they had a giant margarita because I was looking for fancy restaurants for me and my girl to eat at, like on the beach, on
Yeah.
the pier. I wanted to like overlook the water. Margaritaville has a restaurant over there, and apparently it's super fine dining.
Shout out my man
it had
Jimmy
Really?
Buffett. Yeah, it's the best one.
Yeah.
I think it's the best one that's out there.
It had $4 signs on it.
God damn, $4 signs is
My
expensive.
man Jimmy Buffett getting to it, bro.
Bro, I was looking at the menu, like their entrees were like $45, $50, $60. and
Hell
shit,
yeah.
Just like regular entrees.
It's just so nice out there, man. I mean, it's hot as shit, just like here, but like
Yeah.
the water is amazing, and the sand, bro. There's
Yeah.
no fucking seaweed, and the sand is fine, like sugar. You walk on it, it just goes in between your toes so easily.
Ooh, it's so fine and like it's just all white. So because it's
Yeah.
white, the water looks like green, like
Yeah.
emerald green. Oh, it's so beautiful, dude.
You were at a proper beach.
Proper.
Beach.
So did you
Yeah.
actually get to? Did you get in like the next day or so? Did you actually get in and swim and
So,
go in there?
and another thing I like about that water is like it's not too cold like California. It's like just warm enough but chilly still.
Yeah.
So we didn't get in the water in Destin. We just kind of walked along the beach, enjoyed the vibes, just looked at the sunset and shit. We were out there like maybe like 2 hours or something walking around. And we didn't really do as much in Destin as we would have wanted to. And then we ate at a couple places.
Okay.
And then later on, I think we went back and we looked at the beach again. But we never got in. We never like sat down, which was unfortunate because we came a little too late.
yeah.
So and then when we were
So
in
you-
Destin,
so
the
you only
hotel
booked-
was like 5 minutes away from the beach. We had to drive there.
So you only booked one night at Destin?
Yeah, only one night in Destin. I just kind of wanted like a buffer to get to Panama City.
Yeah.
Because you didn't
And I
want to do
just
the
wanted to
whole
check it
drive
out.
in one day.
Yeah, I mean it was only like an extra 55 minutes, 55. But, but like I figured I might as well check out what Destin's about because I hadn't been to Florida since I was like 9.
Yeah.
And we just went straight to Orlando. I don't remember any of the beaches or anything like that.
Yeah. Don't go to the beach.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there is a beach in Orlando.
There should. I think there is.
I think
It's
there
like
is-
on the eastern coast, right?
Yeah, I was told it's like an hour away from like
Yeah.
like the Disney part of Orlando. It's like an hour away from there.
Avoid it, bro. Don't go.
Yeah.
There's so many beaches, bro. There's so much space over there. I love it.
Yeah.
It's very nice. So then we went to Panama City. And Panama City, man, I'd go there again like 100%. That place
All right,
is
that's-
so fucking nice.
Thank God you got one. You washed away the New Orleans out of you. You got that part out of you.
We had fun in New Orleans. It's just it was so hot, and we spent so much time in the hotel because it was so hot, and like the city is not walkable.
Yeah.
You go to
No,
one
it's
place,
really not
You walk
walkable.
around there for a few hours, but there's not really anywhere else to go walk around. Like it's just French Quarter. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you got.
That's
So,
it.
so what
got
did you
there.
do? What was the fun shit in Panama City?
So in Panama City, so in Destin, I got a hotel, but we had to drive like 5 minutes to the beach.
Yeah.
In Panama City, it was like on the beach. So you walk out of the
that's great.
beach. You walk. There's like a little pool area. You go down to like under the lobby. There's like a little pool area, and then there's a little pier thing that leads to the beach, and you're right there. It's like a fucking 30-second walk to the
That's
beach.
so fire.
Bro, it was awesome. It was fucking expensive though.
Well, yeah, but
The
you paid
hotel
for
was
it.
That's
cheap.
worth it though.
You got
man.
what you paid
When you're
for.
right on the
Yeah.
beach, you don't have to pay anything, but you don't have to pay for
Yeah.
parking anywhere. You just walk right into the beach.
For sure, it was super convenient.
Oh, you wake up to the fucking waves crashing.
Brother, I got a pair of goggles, and I guess not that many adults buy goggles because most of the goggles were in children. And
They're
youth
small,
size. Yeah,
right?
they're little
Goggles
kid
are
size.
small, bro.
It's like 6
I
to
never
11.
thought about that.
I was like, because I had to buy one of those big ones where it covers your nose.
Yeah.
Like the P42 Wallaby Way Sydney ones.
yeah.
I had to buy one of those. I was looking for the mini Speedo ones. I wanted to get out there. I wanted to catch some speed. But they're like, no, we don't have those. So I bought this shirt and some goggles, and I went back in the water. And bro, the water is like, it's not super duper clear like Mexico or something maybe, but it's
Yeah.
definitely clear. You can see the bottom of the ocean very easily.
Man.
And I was just chasing fish around. Just having a blast.
Having
bro.
a good old time.
There were so many, and like at some point, I found this like giant school of fish. Like the fish were little tube shaped. They were maybe
Damn.
like half a foot long.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, there's like 300 of them, and they were all just swimming
man.
around in a giant school. And I would follow them around, and there were these longer, maybe like almost 2 feet long, these other longer fish chasing them around, trying to eat them. So I was just watching fucking nature, dude.
That's fucking fire.
I was in
I
there
love
like
that,
a little
man.
kid, just like splashing under the water and like holding my breath, just watching the fish, trying to touch them and shit.
That shit's. I love being in the ocean, bro. That shit is
beautiful.
insanely enjoyable. When the water's nice.
Yeah, when it's a
Yeah.
good beach.
When it's like Galveston, I honestly don't enjoy that, bro.
I would
When-
tell you
yeah.
to. I would tell everybody to never get in that water. Don't
Honestly,
ever get in the Galveston
It's
water.
not worth it. I don't even think I ever want to go back. I know it's like an hour from us,
Nah.
hour 30, but to me, it's not worth it. Like I'd
They were
rather just go
detecting,
somewhere
like
else.
unsafe levels of fecal bacteria.
Probably,
man,
yeah.
I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
believe it.
Yeah, it takes all the runoff I've heard from like the Mississippi River and all these other
Oh,
places.
I thought
Yeah.
he was talking about like the kids shitting in the water.
And then it's a gulf, so the water
Yeah.
doesn't circulate. It just gets jammed into this corner.
Oh, and you look into the distance, you see a fucking an oil thing and a big ass oil rig.
Yeah, dude, it's very popular for off coast drilling.
Yeah,
So
it
there's like
is.
a lot of like runoff that comes from that too. So it just makes the water disgusting.
It's
Yeah.
gross. Yeah. But this, I 9 hours, I would do it, man. I would do it again. And I'm actually thinking about going again, like around my birthday in November, because I won't get in the water, but I can enjoy the vibes, walk on
Yeah.
the beach. That'd be kind of cool, to be honest. And I was looking at like prices, and they're like a third of the price around
For
that time.
Panama City?
Yeah, like the super non-peak time.
Yeah, because it's not summer and shit
Yeah,
like that.
summer's when
Yeah.
everything's just the most expensive.
Yeah.
Just go fucking walk around there. The pool is probably closed. You just walk around, you walk around the beach. I had a balcony too, so I was just overlooking the water.
my
Oh,
god!
that's really nice.
I had a blast, brother. We got to go there. Honestly, like it was fun with my girlfriend and shit, but
Yeah.
just the two of us, I feel like it would be a lot funner if we went with like a group of people.
We gotta do like a gang road trip.
It
That'd
would
be
be a
cool.
lot of fun, bro.
That would be a lot of
Fuck, man,
coordinating
I don't want
though.
to drive there, bro.
Yeah, and I just
can't,
thought about
man.
getting everybody to do the same thing at the same time. Oh my god!
It's
I
a
mean,
long drive.
I
You'd
think-
have to go for a while too. Like a
I'd be
couple
down,
days.
but I don't want to do the drive.
I'll
It's a
do the
long
drive.
drive.
I could drive.
I didn't mind it.
I don't mind
Man,
driving that.
so
I don't
far,
mind doing
bro.
that drive. That's
Well,
actually fun to me.
All right, bro. But the thing is, I thought that too until I left. But you have to leave early. That's what it is. You have to
Yes.
go there when the sun is still up.
Yeah.
When I left Panama City to come back to Houston, it was a 10 hour and like 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
We left too late. We left at like maybe probably like 1:30.
Mhm.
So we got back like around midnight.
Yeah.
Oh my
Bro,
god!
at like hour 5, I was like disassociating. I was like, I was just like staring at the street, just like it felt like a video game, dude. It felt
Hey,
like
the line
I
started
was
to
in
blur.
first person
like,
in GTA.
like you're a simulator,
Yeah,
right? Like
it didn't feel real. And
like-
I'd look out the windows, I'd be like, these look like screens. Like I feel like I'm in one of those trucking simulators. You know what I mean? Where they,
oh my god.
in a trucking
So
simulator.
what were you doing to pass the time? Were you listening to like just hella podcasts, music, or what?
Hella
Man.
podcast.
So
I listened
which
to,
were you listening to?
Listen to a little bit of Shane and Matt. Listen to little Low Prioris. I like this podcast called Low Priori. The Let Me Suck Your Titties, baby. That guy.
I know that
oh
Him and
yeah,
his
yeah,
brothers,
yeah.
they have
Him and his
podcasts.
brothers, yeah, they're pretty funny.
I like it. It was pretty funny. I don't remember some other ones. And then I just played like a bunch of music at some point. But
Man,
it's weird, bro, because I'm driving the whole time as a man, unfortunately. I've got to drive the whole fucking time. And, like, once it got dark, like, it truly felt like I was in a video game. It didn't feel real. I was just, like, staring at the lines on the road, just like, just get there, dude. Just fucking get there.
I feel like once you get tired enough, like when I did, like, a drive similar to that, once I got past, like, 9 hours straight driving and it's late at night, the lines kind of start to blur together.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I got to fucking stop because I feel like I'm going to, like, crash because I'm just tired and the lines are blurring and I can't really determine what lane I'm in. And when you get to a certain point of the highways, it just becomes one way each way.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck.
The lines are all fucked up. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that drive with someone else, but doing it by myself, it's fun. Like, I like doing it alone.
I mean, thankfully, I didn't have to, like, entertain her or anything, really, because it was so long. She, like, knocked out a few times.
She probably
and
just
stuff
falling
like that.
asleep.
Yeah, she just
She had
fell
on
asleep.
kitty litter.
Yeah, she was good. She was chilling. She was big time chilling. She was just complaining about how her like, my ass felt completely flat at the end of that.
Oh, man.
I
dude.
never thought about
Sitting
that
on
before.
shit. I told her, you want to go to the back and, like, just lay down. I would have done that if I was. Oh, dude, if I was a girl,
It's
I would be
uncomfortable,
living
man.
the life.
Like, just sitting for that long for that. Even, like, when I'm at work for, like, longer than 8 hours
Yeah.
or even just, like, a few hours, I'm just like, oh, man, my ass is just, like.
You do gotta take breaks though.
We're not meant to sit that long.
No, not at all.
I don't think humans were ever meant to sit as much as we're sitting now. Like, ever.
Yeah.
I don't think our bodies were designed for it.
And I've been noticing, like, my fucking, like, groin area has been hurting again, which sucks ass. And I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm sitting down for so long. Because sometimes my leg will fall asleep when I'm sitting down for a long ass time.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel the same numbness in that same area where I feel, like, aching sometimes. I feel
It does
like maybe
depend
it's a
on,
blood
like-
circulation thing.
Yeah, it also depends on how you're sitting and like.
Yeah.
You gotta do some stretches, man. Get
You know,
some yoga.
you
in
know
your
what
life.
else it could be? It could be sciatica. If it's in your leg, is it starting your leg?
It starts, like, all the way up in my groin area. Like,
Oh,
up
I don't know
here.
then.
Yeah.
Sciatica starts in the leg and it'll go up to your butt cheek.
Yeah.
If you ever
No.
had sciatica, sciatica's horrible. I got it when I had COVID.
What is it?
Oh
It's
my
like a
God.
nerve
It's
thing?
from when you don't have like enough activity when you're not doing shit.
Yo, that and COVID.
When you're from sitting and laying down.
Honestly, I would call it.
It's
I
like,
would be like, you know what, God, you
it's
got me.
so painful. It's like a nerve. It's like a nerve pain. So like it'll start like at the bottom of your calf and it'll shoot all the way up to like your right butt cheek and your hip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And like it's not like a sharp pain. It's just like a pinch of
Like
your
a cramp, maybe?
like a dull. It's like a dull pinch of your like the nerve.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a cramp, and it just feels like your whole body's just cramping up, and you're like, oh shit. But thankfully for sciatica, there's a lot of exercises you can do.
Yeah.
That'll just remedy it within like right away.
Yeah.
So you just do the exercises for like 10, 15 minutes, and
You'll
then
be
it'll really relieve it.
We're getting older, fellas. We're
Bro,
getting older.
yoga. I do yoga
Man.
almost every 2 days.
I need
Do
to
you really?
start.
I need to start doing that.
Drastic change in my life.
I do a lot of like walks and stuff, but I don't do yoga.
Because I just need to
that.
do like stretching. Because I realize like walking and going to the gym and shit is like cool, but I need to stretch.
Stretching
like,
is
every
important.
That's
day.
really what it's about. And
Yeah.
standing up. Sometimes you just got to stand up and walk around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you just end up sitting, not just when you're at work, but like just watching TV or whatever.
You're just
Like,
sitting.
Yeah. How often in the day, like what percentage of the day would you say you're standing while you're awake? It's probably like
Oh,
less than
5%.
Yeah.
5%, bro. My
gotta be
95% of
little.
the day, I'm fucking sitting down. Whether it's driving or if I'm at work, just sitting down all day, like
Yeah.
or eating. It's all sitting down. Like,
There are times where I will like legit force myself to stand up.
Yeah.
Like people will give me chairs. I'm like, no, I'm gonna stand up. I will stand up for 2 hours because I need to like counterbalance the shit I've been doing.
That's actually tough because y'all work from home. So how do
Yeah.
you even? I mean, I guess you can go outside and walk around, and so could you. But like when you're in your house, you probably just stand up here and walk around your kitchen. Like
That's it.
when I'm at work, I like to take like a stroll and shit.
Yeah.
And
I
I'll just
used-
walk around the building for like 3 minutes.
I used to
4
love
minutes.
that. When I worked
Yeah.
in an office, I used to love that. Like just getting up and like legit leaving the computer and going to walk around. Or I'd go get a coworker and be like, hey, let's go for a walk. And we just
Yeah.
walk and just chill and talk and
Yeah,
get
just
coffee and
chit-chat.
shit.
Or I'll go get a water and like the water thing. I'll go to like the furthest one.
Yeah,
So
I used to
just-
get hella steps, but like now it's not at all, bro. Like the only reason I'll get up is either to let my dog out, to let him in, or if I want to get water, I gotta take a piss. And even then, I push myself to the very brink of
Yeah.
like I'm about to pee myself, and then I gotta take a piss. Just 'cause that's how it gets when I'm like really busy. Like I'm just like fuck, I gotta keep working, and I'm like oh shit, like I have to take a piss, so I have to get up,
Put
and
a
I'm like,
bucket down there and just
dude,
Put a bucket down
it's gonna get to that point where you fucking hook up the catheter and just fucking just
my
pee right
God.
to it. Increase productivity. That's how it is in
Yeah.
this fucking country, man.
It's like a World of Warcraft.
Yo, imagine you just had a tube running down
Ridiculous.
to a bucket at your desk
just so you don't have to stop working.
just so you don't
Right?
have to.
You're in the middle of a meeting and you're just talking and you're peeing and you're peeing while you're talking into the catheter.
Your
A
boss is
hole,
like, "My
a hole
God,
in the bottom of your chair.
He's a very hard worker. Man, that's just that. If I didn't have all my friends and family here, I could never like. It would be very tough for me to leave this city, or let alone the state. I
Yeah.
mean, let alone the city, but like the state would be extremely hard to leave. But it's so hot, bro. It just makes being like physically active difficult.
Yeah, I agree. If I live somewhere like Colorado, dude, they have so many parks and mountains and shit, and like places to go like on hikes and trails and all these kinds of awesome things. You could like take your dog and take your girlfriend or whatever and go. You can go for like walks after work every day, and like if you live somewhere on the coast, you can go surfing, like shit like that. Like we just don't have that here. It's just too fucking hot. You literally cannot be outside between the hours of 11 a.m.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Till honestly 7:30 p.m.
But you gotta
Between
do-
those hours, you cannot be outside.
You just gotta do it at home.
What do you mean? I surf at home?
No, like do like workouts.
What do you
shit.
mean?
Fill up the bathtub.
It's not.
Boogie board in that bitch.
I'm just saying, like do like
It's
walks
not,
and shit.
it's not the same, bro. And if I can do the walk,
You can make it.
The walk
Okay,
has
maybe
to
not
be-
not activities and shit, but you can do like physical stuff. Like,
I can.
you
I mean,
know.
don't get me wrong. I work out and shit. Like I
Yeah.
lift weights, but it's not the same thing. It's like I want to be able to go outside.
You want to
and,
have fun.
To
I
a
want
park,
to.
yeah.
I want to do. I don't even know if I call it having fun. I just want to do what humans are meant to do. Like I want to be in grass. I want to be in the. I want to smell the grass. I want to see trees. I want to see animals. Like I want to do.
You want to do shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I hate just being like I'm in front of a screen all day, whether it's my phone or my
Yeah.
work screen or whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
I want to be out there in the world and just smelling grass and shit like that. Like we have this reservoir behind our house, which is really nice because it borders a huge farmland area, and there's actual cows out there, so I can get like as close to them as like probably Geo is to me right now, and I can see a cow.
cool.
Yeah, but I'm separated by barbed wire, but like it's pretty cool. One time the cows fucking escaped
Oh my god.
and they got into like the reservoir and they were like super close.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Fucking
That's-
cows
that-
broke
that's
out,
hilarious.
dude. Broke out of their holding cell. How do you get there? Do you just walk through the sidewalks or do you have to drive
It's
there?
broke out of
No,
their
you
holding
can literally
cell.
walk. Like I can. It's a 2-minute walk from my house right here.
That's
It's
pretty
like
sweet.
you just
wild.
walk right out, and I'll take my dog back there, and he'll just take a shit back there. I don't have to pick it up or anything.
Yeah, thankfully
fucking
this
nice,
is this
dude.
is a decently walkable area. Cause like for example, like where your girlfriend lives, like her old house.
Yeah.
That's not walkable.
Oh,
Nah,
Like,
no.
I used to, where my
man.
parents live, like you cannot walk anywhere.
Nah.
There's not even sidewalks. They don't even
There's
want you
really
walking.
not.
They
Yeah,
don't even want
not
you
at all,
walking.
man.
Not even sidewalk.
It's just it's like inclined grass.
Yeah, it is like it's like that, and the fences are all falling down.
There are
not
some
even
parts
flat.
where there's a sidewalk and then it'll just stop for no reason.
Yeah.
And it's just straight grass after
yeah,
that.
like the city was like these fucking animals don't need any more
And
sidewalk.
then it'll pick up like a block later.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you better get good at pedaling in the grass right here. But you can see like the trail where all these people have pedaled through.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not right here is not so bad. But even this, like, it'd be nice if it was.
I wish I
even
had more.
walkable.
Yeah, I wish I had like more hooked up to it to where you could actually like have like a little lake area or like a nice like carved out trail.
Yeah.
but
It'll come in time. I think it'll come.
maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But speaking of greener pastures and better things, I saw the Barbie movie, guys.
Hello.
God.
Let's
And-
go party.
I had a great time. I would give the movie a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I thought the movie was thoroughly entertaining.
You have for sure given me the highest review of anyone.
I
I've
thought-
heard, like,
Oh, really?
seen.
I thought it was funny
Okay.
for like a PG-13 movie. It was fucking hilarious. They had like a lot of
Were drinks involved?
Were drinks?
Did you have any drinks?
You know what? I did have.
Okay, that
I
there
didn't-
we go. That's what I,
I
need
didn't
to
drink
know.
that much though. I only had 2 tequila club soda limes beforehand.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Get
You
feeling
prepared
right.
properly. You did
I
the
prepared
right thing.
properly. It was honestly super funny. It was the production was the value was super high. Production value was crazy. Like you feel like
Yeah.
you're immersed in this Barbie world, and like the concept of them. And it's pretty obvious from the trailer, so this is not a spoiler. But
Yeah.
when they go into the real world, so fucking hilarious. Like there's a scene like in the Barbie world. So you guys know they think that like in the Barbie world, women run everything, right? Like the women are like construction workers. The women, there's a woman. I'm serious. In the,
No,
in
I
the Barbie
know,
world,
but I just imagine the little dolls, like the little construction worker doll.
In,
No,
like,
they're-
pink
they're-
outfits.
yeah, dude, there's scenes of the fucking like
pretty
Barbies
funny.
dressed up, and there's like Barbie physicists, Barbie like Nobel laureates, Barbie.
Oh, so they have lawyers and all that shit?
Yes, exactly,
Oh.
Barbie doctors. So like when they go into the real world, and like in the Barbie world, like the guys are all Kens. So it's all
Yeah.
different kinds of Kens, like Asian Ken, Black Ken, and then Ryan Gosling Ken. And there's like only one other type of guy named Alan, and he's played by Michael Cera, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's in the movie.
Yes, he's in the movie, and he's
He
hilarious.
looks like a
Fuck.
bird, dude. He looks hilarious.
He's the perfect. I've never seen a more perfect casting. Like that cast is perfect.
Damn it.
So
Now I have to see it.
in the Barbie movie, the women run the whole Barbie world, and the Kens are kind of just like second-class citizens. They're treated like shit. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. And every night is like girls' night. So the girls all get to party together, and they kick all the Kens out, and the Kens have to go fend for themselves.
It's
So,
like, don't worry, darling.
Like
Yeah.
out in the city, like out in the
out in the Barbie world. Yeah, they just have to go. No one even knows where they live in the Barbie world. They just have to they're like homeless in the Barbie world, right? So they get treated like second-class citizens, right?
hilarious.
It's so funny. And then when Barbie and Ken go into the real world, Ken discovers that like the real world is like a patriarchy and then men run everything.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, this is amazing. He's like, I fucking love this. It's so funny. This is like a scene where he discovers the patriarchy. It's like a montage of like Rocky and like men wearing mink coats and shit. It's the funniest fucking thing, dude.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
The movie is just like, and it has like, like the messages, like people were saying, like, oh, it has like feminist messages, like,
It's a fucking Barbie movie. What do you
yes,
expect?
and but I
yeah.
think the movie does a very good job of walking a fine line between like it's not beating you over the head with the message, and at the same time, like I think it has a largely positive message for both women and young girls for like, like accepting who you are and embracing like your womanhood. You know what I mean? And,
Oh,
like,
that's nice.
It's not like I don't think it has any kind of agenda or anything exactly. I think it's a very positive message.
Even if
and-
it does, that's okay.
It's a movie called Barbie.
It's a Barbie fucking
Yeah.
movie.
What do you think?
Exactly.
I wouldn't even be surprised. But that's nice that they didn't do that.
Yeah, and there's some cameos in the movie, and the movie is honestly so funny, dude. Like,
Okay.
it's just I'm laughing like most of the fucking time. Ryan Gosling absolutely kills it. I mean, he is the best part of the fucking movie. Like, Barbie is good, Margot Robbie, she's good in fucking everything, but Ryan Gosling steals every scene he's in, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking funny.
People were shit talking the guy, but he's
No,
fucking,
he's great. He's
He's
amazing.
great.
He
He's a
got
great
the-
shape. He's perfect for the part, man.
Yeah.
He
It's the
sings in it.
wrinkles.
He
It's just the
dances in the
face.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of musical.
No.
Right?
No.
Is it
There's only,
5?
there's only one musical number, and it's just
Oh.
for Ken.
Yeah.
It's just his own musical number.
It's a bunch of Kens.
Yeah, it's a
Isn't
bunch
it?
of Kens.
Yeah.
But it's just his own musical number. And the soundtrack is actually pretty good, too. It has lots of different kinds of artists.
My girl is in there.
Who, Ice Spice?
Ice Spice is in there.
Dude, her
Spice
song,
is in there.
she has the funniest fucking... The song is so out of place in a Barbie movie. Her song is at the very end of the movie. And, like, the part of the chorus, she's like, I'm Barbie, bitch.
Yeah.
It's a fucking PG-13 movie.
Party with Bobby. All of the Bobbies are pretty.
yeah, something like that. It goes like that, bro. And then she's like, I'm Bobby, bitch. It's so fucking
Her and
random.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, her
Just
and Nicki
taking
Minaj.
turns doing deep voices.
Yeah. Fucking silly as
I'm
shit.
Bobby, bitch.
Thankfully, that's at the credits of the movie.
Billie Eilish had a heater song. In
Her
that.
song is fucking
pretty good.
amazing though. It's at the
Yeah.
end, makes you want to fucking be a woman and cry and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, honestly though, anybody talking shit on the movie, I mean, you guys know me. I'm not a sissy boy.
I'm surprised
I'm
that
a
you
fucking
liked
guy.
it this much. I'm surprised.
Like I appreciate a good movie.
Are you a
Yeah.
Barbie now?
I'm not a Barbie, but I can appreciate a good movie.
You're
all right?
not a
I'll tell
Barb? You gotta be a Barb.
I recommend take a little lady with you. You will enjoy this
I
movie.
will go in that bitch alone
might take
You're gonna
you
go alone.
at 1 p.m. in a dark hoodie.
You're gonna come out a woman. You're gonna come out a woman.
Oh shit, my dick is gone.
My dick is gone.
I have nothing at all now.
And they really
Move like a kid.
they lean into like the fact that they're all like dolls.
Yeah.
They really lean into it and like they make fun of like the part that they don't have like genitals and like
That's
what's
cute.
under their pants and like it's honestly very well written and
Yeah.
Margot Robbie is like perfect in the role.
Okay,
She
I'll give it a
is
shot.
100% like she's Barbie. Like she's perfect Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a part where they're gonna have sex and they're like, "So what do we do now?" It's like 'cause they don't know what they something like that. I saw like a clip of it. Yeah, there's a lot of like
Exactly.
little jokes like that.
Yeah.
It's PG-13, but they throw in a lot of little
Little things.
adult jokes.
Yeah, they push the boundaries now.
yeah.
I'm kind of happy that everyone is having a good time with this movie.
Get me too.
Cause I was out last night and I saw like bartenders dressed up as Barbies and shit, and like one club had a big ass like Barbie box outside of it. I was like, man, this is cool.
It is pretty. Cool,
Everyone's
man.
having fun right now. I fuck with it.
Like it's a gimmick, obviously, because it's Barbie.
Yeah,
They made
but
a
it's
movie about it.
fun.
But it's nice how they made it an actual movie, and it's not just some.
It could have been phone. Yeah, it could have
using
been.
Barbie.
It could have been completely lazy,
Yeah.
and
Like a
some
product
bullshit.
promotion.
Exactly,
But it's
yeah.
not that. Like,
And they make fun of themselves.
It does both of that, right? Like, it's a product promotion in one way because I'm sure they're gonna release a shitload of new
Oh,
Barbies
yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
right? But at the same time, like, it pokes fun. Like, for instance, I didn't know that there was a pregnant Barbie at one point that they used to sell,
Hilarious.
and the Barbie legit has a little baby in her belly. Legit, you could take out the baby and you could see it in the womb. They used to sell it and then they discontinued it, right? And it's so
I can't
funny.
See why they would discontinue that?
I think it's a good product.
Fetus Barbie.
We looked it up and apparently like it would perpetuate like the wrong idea for young girls, so they decided
They were
to,
cutting
like,
open the stomach.
Imagine how
they
wrong-
would have sex and stuff.
Imagine how wrong that is. A young girl takes out the fucking the baby and she's like, "I want one of these. I want to be like Barbie."
Hold it in my hand like a little aborted fetus, just right there, the size of a nickel in your hand.
It's
Oh
true to
my
size.
God. It's true to size.
It's like a jelly bean. Yeah, that's kind of gruesome. Like
Yeah.
That's fucking
because I'd imagine
wild.
the belly was like soft and like kind of rubbery, probably, so you could open it and take the baby. That's kind of gruesome.
Yo, that's
Dude,
crazy.
There was a Sugar Daddy Ken, like an older male version of Ken, wearing like
Wow.
a suit and he has like an earring and shit.
Yeah, cool as hell.
That's crazy.
But like legit, the name was Sugar Daddy Ken.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was Sugar Daddy. But the way they played it off was like he had a dog that was named Sugar.
Yo.
Oh my god.
But like obviously,
That's-
that's fucking legit. That was the name.
The
Yeah.
guys at Barbie, they have fun.
It's funny
Yeah.
as somebody at the people who made that, Mattel, the company who makes the Barbie, they thought like there's a guy out there who was like, let's do fucking the Sugar Daddy.
Yeah,
They're
but
for
how
sure
can
laughing in the little meeting. They're like, Sugar Daddy Ken, huh?
Oh, for sure. Dude.
Great idea.
They probably have so many old Barbies that are gonna start making the rounds now on
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
The
The
movie
movie-
like funny gimmicks or funny.
The
whatever.
movie really like highlighted a lot of those. I think like the OG ones are probably going to end up going back on sale because people are probably going to want to buy them,
Yeah.
and they're probably going to they're going to re-release them. I assume
They
at
need
the
to make a
stores.
Margot Robbie one. Like they need to just make that the one.
Oh,
I'm
they
pretty
have
sure
to,
they are
Ooh,
like the
imagine
official.
if you get a cut of every doll. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Bitch, I'll never act again.
Man, a cut of every doll is crazy. Did I tell you guys how George Lucas has a cut of everything from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That
Bro,
shit's
he's a smart,
fucking
smart
nuts.
fucking guy, bro.
that guy.
He got out at the right time.
That shit's nuts.
Got to be making so much money now.
Yeah.
Good for them, dude. That movie, it's already grossed a shit ton.
Yeah.
It's already like doubled its budget, and it's just came
It's
out like
insane,
this weekend.
man. It's
I'm very happy that people are like going to the movies. Cause I saw Oppenheimer in a full theater, and
Yeah.
I was like, "This is amazing."
I heard it was a very emotionally not disturbed. It's just powerful.
emotionally
it's
draining.
moving. It's moving.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
spoilers. I'm gonna see it literally tonight.
No spoilers, but it's very good. It's a very good movie. It's probably my favorite Nolan movie, and that's all I'm gonna say.
The
It's your
guy-
favorite Nolan movie?
yeah.
The guy's a genius,
Whoa.
bro. Like I was just watching interviews with him like all this week. He's just so smart. Like I don't know how. Like where do they find these fucking people, bro? Like
Yeah.
The thing
he's-
is,
Him and like Tarantino and stuff. Listen
Yeah,
to them
man.
talk, you're like, this guy
him
is bright.
more so than Tarantino. I think Tarantino's like he's good at writing like the witty dialogue and shit. But Christopher Nolan just makes these amazing like
Yeah.
set pieces and like action pieces. That's like the ideas for his movies are completely like insane. Like I can't even fathom it.
there
like
is
Inception.
no action in this at all, but it's probably I would say the movie is actually like surprisingly funny.
It's surprisingly funny.
Yeah,
huh?
like it's pretty funny.
Interesting.
I laughed a lot.
How's the main actor?
Cillian was perfect.
He's
Perfect,
one of my
perfect,
favorite
perfect,
actors.
perfect. He was great. It was, I would say the writing isn't like too smart or anything. I just think he moves the dialogue. Like the scenes are very fast. Like you don't feel 3 hours when you're sitting in there. Like
Interesting.
it's just a very well made movie.
Good for him,
Damn,
leading his
yeah.
own Nolan movie now.
That guy, he's been in a shitload of Nolan's movies. He was in
Yeah.
like Batman. He was the main villain in Batman Begins. He was Scarecrow.
Yeah,
Then he was in The Dark Knight.
And when
He
I
was
tell you
in,
every scene, you're gonna
Inception.
see somebody that you know. Every scene, you're gonna see fucking Josh Peck. You're like, why the fuck is Josh Peck here?
Yeah, Josh Peck is in it.
Damn, that movie has a stacked cast,
A
huh?
crazy cat, and they will put them in there for a scene, and you will never see them
That's
again.
it. They ain't getting shit.
They ain't getting shit else. They might be famous for whatever the fuck they did, but they are not famous here.
The guy from Roderick Rules is in it for a
Roderick-
second.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Died
Oh
of a
yeah,
Wimpy
and
kid.
they-
Died
yeah.
of a
and
Wimpy
They
kid.
said it to Nolan. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's a great fucking movie, bro.
It's a decent time for movies right now.
It really is.
That Transformer movie, like I didn't see it, but it actually did pretty well. People are saying that was the best one since like the first one or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They made like 1,000 of them. What else? There was some other shit out.
Transformers, I just have no interest in seeing. Like
People have an interest still for some
To each
reason.
their own.
I watched the first and second one a few weeks ago, and I had a good time.
Let me
got it.
tell
My
you
girlfriend
guys.
did not like them though.
Oh, one thing I do want to say. I want to say, fuck everybody that said movies are dying. If you get people that make good movies with good ideas, people will go see the movie.
That's what this
Yeah.
summer proves. Like,
Yeah.
if there's people who are making good movies,
People
whether
will go
it's like
see it.
the Barbie movie, whether it's Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, whether it's fucking Oppenheimer, these are completely different movies, but they're all killing it at the box office because they're original, they're interesting. Or original, I mean, like, it's based on IP, but it's like original.
take on it is original.
The take on it is original, right? And it's just, it's interesting to see and have directors who can like create all these different kinds of shit with these movies.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Um,
We're gonna go through a little bit of a drought though. With all this.
Oh, wait, the writers'
oh,
strike.
yeah.
That's,
Yes. Enjoy it now, boys.
And these cocksuckers are not giving in. They're just like,
They're
yeah,
not,
they'll
bro.
be back.
yeah.
We'll give it 10 weeks.
It's
They'll
that
be
motherfucker
back.
said, we
The
will
fuck
wait
is
for
wrong?
everyone to go homeless and lose their shit.
It's fucking
and
nuts.
then we'll come
and it's not
talk.
only
Their
writers.
stocks are tanking and shit.
It's the
They don't
actors.
It's
care.
writers and actors. So it's
Yeah.
both these motherfuckers are teaming up.
I
and
love
they're-
this shit, too.
And they're like, let's fucking no, because next year's there's not gonna be shit to watch.
But it's okay.
It's fucked,
Nah,
bro, 'cause
but
that
how does it-
residual shit is bullshit.
Am I gonna have to go outside? Come on, Gio. We already discussed this. It's too hot to
Or
go
am I
outside.
walking around?
Yeah.
You join me on the Love Island train, and you get in now.
Oh,
You know-
I watched the whole season of that shit while I was on trip.
Were you
man.
really? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, it's a trip.
You know,
dude.
my theory is that like moving forward, I think reality TV and international TV, at least within the next 6 to 18 months, is
Yeah.
going to be huge because
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't belong to any actors guilds. So you can produce as much reality TV as you want, and you don't have to worry about writers or actors.
Bro, and Netflix
then
is-
same thing with
is-
international content.
They
Yeah,
probably don't pay him shit either.
They
Yeah,
don't.
Fuck no, bro.
Netflix is in Korea right now going crazy.
They're
They're
like
like buying hella
Bro,
shows.
They're finding any Korean guy who knows how to direct any student film. They're like, hey, we got to pay you. You got to make this shit.
We'll
for
give you
us.
$1 million right now.
If we can make the next Squid Game is still their most watched show ever. More than Stranger Things.
They do have some heaters coming out. Like did y'all see that Bloodhounds show?
Nah, I
No.
It looks cool. I only saw like the first 30 minutes and it looks pretty cool. It's about these two Korean boxer kids who their mom is like in with some loan shark or something like that.
Okay.
And I think they beat her up and they go like try to get revenge.
Jesus Christ.
But it's a cool like boxing
I
action
can't believe I
movie.
said okay. I think hopefully I said it after they beat her up.
Okay.
Well, that's excellent.
No, but I love Korean films, bro. They're
Yeah,
just
I heard that Netflix is trying. Well, all these streaming services are trying to, but mostly Netflix are trying to, like invest more in like foreign films.
Yeah.
oh yeah, all of
And
them
a lot
want
of them Korean.
they want the international market. Netflix
Yeah.
obviously has the largest presence out of any of them, and then next is probably Disney, and then next is probably like HBO, and then
Yeah.
Paramount, and then like Peacock and shit.
we
But
forget that there's more to the world, like than just our little cinema. area.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
did y'all see that movie Elemental? That I think it's a
No, I
Pixar?
haven't seen it. I'm waiting for it to go on Disney Plus.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to pay
Yeah,
for
I
it.
know of it.
It fucking
looks
tanked
horrible.
here. It does look horrible, right?
It does look
Yeah.
bad.
The idea is cool, but they took it too far with this whole element thing and the city and like.
Honestly, Pixar's been dropping the bag. They have
kinda
not made anything I liked in a few years. Maybe
But-
I liked Soul, but everything
Yeah,
after
everything
that
else
I
has
haven't
been
really
kinda
liked.
ass.
Yeah, Luca wasn't that great.
It was about two gay boys. I didn't.
It was
Come
two
on,
gay
bro.
mermaids,
It was a gay love story. I didn't need that for my children.
It was good. It was
kidding.
just
I don't
like,
give a shit.
Something about the story. I don't know.
It didn't really
It didn't engage you enough.
Yeah, it didn't engage me. He wasn't like one of those creatures long enough. He was only a creature for like 5 minutes, and the
Yeah.
movie made him a human. And I was like, what?
It's mostly about just two boys.
two boys,
human boys.
fucking
yeah.
having fun, kissing each
Kissing.
other and shit.
Watching the
Do they
sunset in
kiss?
Italy. No, but they get very close.
No, and one of them gets jealous. The other one's getting like attention and shit.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that it was some because there's
It
a
was
part
a
where
little-
they share like a romantic.
It was some
evening
gay shit
on,
going
like
on.
a lighthouse.
Yeah, bro, some homoerotic undertones.
But that movie Elemental, definitely. But so it tanked here.
All right, back to Elemental.
Some homoerotic.
I just imagine Luca standing over the other boy, just stabbing him and hitting him. In a fucking vertical frame.
Yeah, or like he's like behind him and it makes him look like he's about to do something, and then it cuts away and he's like just making some food behind him or some shit.
It's basically, it's
You
basically.
can tell that they were gonna go for a different.
You know what it
angle
is?
here.
It's basically the Timothy Chalamet movie where he fucks that older dude.
Oh my
It's basically that, but animated. Imagine that's Luca.
One of them's only a year older than the other one. The visuals were cool, but the story does not catch enough of your attention. Because you're right. They
Oh
just,
my God.
They turn to humans right away, and it loses its
I
magic.
just don't
Oh,
give a
for
shit about
Luca?
the character.
Luca.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they don't write the characters well enough. I feel like it was just a bad Pixar movie, like compared to the stuff they've done, like
It's
the
like a short movie.
Incredibles, fucking all that shit.
How
And
do
I
you
was
top things like that.
I was reading an article about
Man.
why there's been a quality drop off. It's because like all the guys who made those movies, like Monsters Inc.,
They're
Incredibles, Toy Story, they all have either they've retired,
Yeah.
they've gone on to make like other movies like live action, or they've moved up in Pixar to the point where they're like the president of the company now. They don't actually
Yeah.
deal with the day to day. They're kind of just like managers.
Yeah.
So they don't actually do creative shit anymore. So now all the people are like newer people who don't know.
They're liberals.
The liberals. No, I'm
Putting
just
in their
kidding.
liberal ideas.
I feel like they just don't know how to make a good movie. Like
And they're
these
way
newer
too invested in
directors.
Star Wars, dude. Way too invested.
Yeah,
I
Star
don't think
Wars and
Disney,
Marvel.
Because Disney putting a fucking Pixar movie straight on Disney Plus is not a good thing.
It's
No.
not at
That's
all.
a bad sign.
And Bob
And we're not going to
Iger-
act like y'all are doing something progressive.
They know it. They just announced that they're gonna start like pulling back on the Disney, on the Marvel shit and the superhero
God.
shit,
Oh,
and
hell
Star
yeah.
Wars, all that stuff. Because it's probably taking up so much of their time, so much of their money,
Yeah.
and they probably keep hiring people for these roles, and then I guess these guys they don't get enough fresh ideas for like animated.
You
Exactly.
want to know how much Secret Invasion costs to make?
Probably. So
I don't even
much
know
fucking
what is that. I
money.
don't even know what that
It's
is.
a Marvel show. It has Samuel L. Jackson and shit. It's actually pretty good. But that
It's-
bitch costs $200 million.
A show?
A show. And it's only 6 episodes.
That's
50 mil more than Barbie.
That has to be more than The Mandalorian, no? Or
yeah,
is
it is. It's way more than The Mandalorian.
I thought The Mandalorian was the most expensive show ever made. Well, it got changed now.
It
I'm
got
sure.
changed,
I'm
yeah.
sure that
It
keeps
change
getting
every
lapped.
year, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah. But they put in $200 million. But it's the fucking cast is like stars. Like
Yeah.
Emilia Clarke is in it. Samuel Jackson's in it.
Is it any good?
It's really good. I like it.
All right.
It's short
It
as
should be
hell.
amazing. If they're gonna spend that much money, it should be
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
the best thing you've ever seen. Like you
that
should be
much?
talking about it nonstop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. For that, I mean, that's an insane amount of money to put.
And y'all, and
into
you
that.
haven't even heard of. You don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I didn't even. I haven't
And
heard of
Omar
it.
hasn't even watched it.
That's supposed to be like their new phase. This is supposed to be like
Bro.
the beginning of their new. It's like basically these aliens that are living amongst humans.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and they can
there's
like shapeshift and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
and a
an
few of the
interesting
like Avengers members and like the people you already know are the aliens.
Yeah.
You just don't know it yet.
I've heard Disney's been shitting the bed because also their park attendance is like in the shitter.
Really?
People are just not going as much because they raised prices a few months ago and they made it super expensive. So people are like, "Fuck that! It's too hot. Why would I want to stand outside for 3 hours, pay $250 per person?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
stand in every line for like 45 minutes at least.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. So people have just not been going to the parks like that.
Even if you
Yeah.
get a fast pass, you still have to wait.
Yeah.
Like it's just out of hand, bro.
No, that's too much money, dude. I thought about, because when we went to Florida, when I was planning this trip, I thought about going to Orlando and maybe going to like one
You would have
amusement
died.
park.
You would have died.
Yeah, it's
It
too
is
much money,
fun,
bro.
but
it's not worth it. It's
I
too long of a
say
drive, too.
wait till next year because the prices are going to be cheap.
They better be.
Because they're going to have to lower them to get people back in the parks.
Yeah.
Man, fuck all that. I ain't going. It's 100 degrees outside. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah.
It's hot, but it's fun, man. I'm not gonna lie. The rides are fucking. I'm not a big ride guy, but Disney's rides are pretty great.
I'm just not a line boy, dude.
I hate the lines.
do not do
oh
well
my
standing in
God.
lines, especially
Lines
in
are
the heat.
such bitches, man.
In the
Yeah.
heat, oh my god.
Bro, I sweat very easily. In my car, when I go sitting there right now when we're done with this,
Yeah.
in 10 seconds I'm going to be sweating.
I think
Yeah.
we should go in an
Sucks.
off season. Go
Yeah.
like in like a October, November, December.
You'd be surprised. Around December, it's very busy.
Because Christmas.
Yeah.
But if you go like
Christmas, yeah.
anytime between that, I think it'd be pretty good.
Like
November's
September.
probably your best bet.
September is probably amazing.
Because all the kids
Yeah.
go back to school,
Exactly.
ain't gonna be no fucking kids.
And then they're coming back in October for the Halloween shit they got
Yeah.
going on. People
Yeah.
love that stuff. Some people really do love Disney, dude.
Some people go
I know
every
a few
year.
people that fucking love Disney.
That's crazy.
Every year. I
Every
can't
year.
imagine going every year.
If I lived close to it, I would probably go every
If I go
year.
every year, yes. If I was right next to it, 100%.
I'd
And
probably go on a
also,
date there if
as
I
a-
live close.
As a Florida resident, I think you get discounts on tickets too.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
it's like, why the fuck not?
Bro, fucking Texas, bro. We don't got shit here.
We
well,
really
it's
don't
too
have
fucking
shit.
hot.
I passed through fucking when I was going over there. I passed through Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. Nothing, dude. But as soon as you get into Florida,
Something.
it's water and all kinds of like beaches. Even if lakes, even if they're not amazing looking, they're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Go
it's
swimming.
nice-
They at
nice
least
to have.
exist.
Yeah, they got the swampy shit, but then when you get further into the coast, like you start to see the actual beaches.
Yeah.
It's so much nicer over there.
Man.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I
have
wish
shit
we
to
had
do
some
here.
shit like that, but it's the nature of where we grew up and where we are and where we put
Yeah.
down our roots,
I
man.
mean, we did have stuff here. No one went to it. Like we had a Six Flags.
Yeah, but
No, we had it was Astroworld. That's what
It
it
was
was.
Six Flags,
It's
wasn't
just
it?
too
Yeah,
hot,
yeah, it
bro.
was owned by Six
Yeah.
Flags, but it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
it was called Astroworld back in the
And
day.
it wasn't
people,
too hot back then.
People went. They just let it. It was mismanaged. They just let it go into disrepair.
Oh,
they
okay.
didn't like the management didn't keep up with cleaning it. But to my understanding, it had good attendance.
Oh, okay. I
Like-
thought
why
it
did
did.
they close it down? It was safety stuff, or
I think it was like it got really dirty and they just couldn't like maintain it and it was too expensive to run.
Now that makes
If
sense.
I'm not mistaken, and because it was an expensive area of town too. It was right in the middle of like pretty much like downtown. Like
it was in the
right,
front. No, it
10,
was
15 minutes from downtown.
Yeah, it
like
was
near
by
NRG.
yeah, it was right by it.
That's
It
what I'm
was,
saying.
across
Like
the street.
that's an expensive
Fucking
area of town
prime.
to own a big piece of land, so they just let it. In Houston, there's a lot of places like that. There's going to disrepair, like that. The Astrodome.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole fucking dome.
Bro, they are letting that bitch rot.
I saw a Reddit post a few years ago of a guy who went inside. He snuck in,
Mm-hmm.
and they keep all the lights on inside still,
Mm-hmm.
What
and
the
there's
fuck?
a shitload of stuff still in there. There's like old computers and like calculators. There's chairs. Like they just left a lot of shit. They just never picked it up and cleaned it. Like,
Yep.
and he was finding like old hats, like memorabilia and shit.
Yeah.
And he like made a whole Reddit post about how he went inside and explored and like found all this shit.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty neat.
People go in there all the time and just
Whoa.
steal shit and just walk on the field and look around. Because, like you said, they do leave the lights on all day, every day.
We should go over there. We should try that out.
Sneak in?
Get arrested.
There's so many I guess we got too much to lose now. But what is just trespassing? I'd
It's not
imagine
worth
They
it.
just slap you on the wrist until you just get out of here.
High key.
I
You can
think
sneak,
so.
If you sneak in, bro, no one's going to care.
I'm not doing anything bad. I just want to walk around and look at stuff.
I
Yeah,
don't think they
I
have
think-
security at the Astrodome.
Hell nah, dude. If they still have alarms and things like that, that place is huge.
Imagine they had an alarm
Yeah,
system.
if I hear an alarm system, I'm running to the other side. They're never gonna catch me.
For a whole like stadium, they ain't got no alarm,
Nah, they don't got no
man.
alarms.
There's probably ways to get in.
It's just one
I'm
guy
sure
with
there's
a
ways
key.
to get in.
We have so many fucking vacant giant buildings. We have
Yeah.
fucking malls that are vacant or like
Yeah.
damn near dead. We have fucking that sugar factory that they're changing it to something cool.
That
There's
always
so many
happens, man.
big-ass
Sugar
buildings.
factory.
in Sugarland.
Yeah, where they.
Oh,
used
yeah,
to-
the big
old
ass sugar
building,
mill.
They're
Yeah.
turning that into like a post-Houston type of thing.
Oh,
What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be like a center to go and
It's
hang
gonna be like a
out.
center,
Thank
yeah.
God.
That's
But
actually
with
kind of a
more
cool
stores,
idea.
I think, like more of like a mall, like post-Houston, similar
I
to that.
kind of like that idea. That's
I
kind
love
of
that idea. Yeah.
I need somebody with a good brain to buy West Oaks Mall
Oh my God.
A
would
good
die
brain
for
and
it.
a lot of money.
and a lot of money.
It's making me sick how they have just a Dillard's and a Crazy Boss there. That building is giant, bro. Give it to me. Like we
Even
you
the
gotta put
college
something
give it to
in
me.
there. Put something in there.
Yeah, bro, that shit makes me so sad.
What would y'all do with that big ass mall?
If I had a big, huge, like a mall like that,
Yeah,
I
I mean, it
turn,
doesn't
I
need
just,
to be a mall, but just that structure of a building.
I turn it into an enormous theater.
Mm.
And in the theater, I'd have a bowling alley. It'd be like an entertainment venue. I'd have a
Yeah.
bowling alley. I'd have like laser tag. I'd have like a Dave and Buster's shit.
But a big, huge version of everything.
like a jumbo
Yes.
Palladium,
Yes, like a jumbo Palladium.
because
but-
they ruined the Palladium.
but very
those
well
bastards.
managed. I'd have like managers for each section of the like. There'd be a guy who does the theater. There'd be a guy who does all the restaurants. There'd be a guy who does all the games and entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd have shit like that. Like I try to have it well run. That
To
way.
this day, it blows my mind that they closed that theater down.
I
Like
know.
the
Which
theater's
one?
gone.
The one-
at the West Oaks.
I really would have thought they were doing well because you always see
Man.
cars out there,
yeah.
no matter what. But maybe
it's
maybe they were charging too much to the theaters to rent out that space because they need the money.
it was more specifically problems with like the owner of the company. I think it was like the theater chain. They started to like see a lot of bankruptcies during COVID. They started to
yeah.
like near bankruptcy during COVID, so they had to like get rid of a lot of theaters. So they had to get rid of that was one of the
Yeah,
like they developed
man.
a list. I don't know how they like on these lists they rank things in different ways. I'm sure like profitability is one of the metrics and attendance. All these other things are probably metrics on the list, and they probably ranked it. And they're like, all right, these are the 30 theaters we need to close, and they just closed a shitload of them across the entire country.
And if you're looking at it from that way, it's like a 20-mile radius from like theater to theater. So they're like, fuck it. They
Exactly.
can go to that one or they can go to the one over
And
here.
like I've
Yeah.
seen videos online too. People like you know I was just telling you guys about the Reddit thread where the guy went into the Astrodome. I've seen
Yeah.
people's video online who all they do and they get millions of views on YouTube. They go into abandoned malls or abandoned theaters.
Yeah.
I saw a guy who went into like abandoned theater somewhere in like Indiana, and the theater, the projection equipment is all still there and it all still works.
Yeah, they just
Crazy.
leave. They don't when they close shit down like that. They don't take anything. They
Why
just
though?
leave it.
I thought they fucking gut it and sell everything.
Nah.
But
You would
maybe
think
it's just
so.
more of a hassle to hire someone to do that.
Sometimes
they don't
the
do
juice
it-
isn't worth the squeeze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like it's too expensive to actually demolish or like get everything out and figure out how to sell it because figuring out how to sell all that's gonna have to be somebody's job. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to hire somebody to like list the equipment, facilitate the sale, get the money, file that. Like it's too much work for some of these
Yeah.
developers who have multiple projects. They're like, dude, fuck it. Like it's not worth the squeeze. I'm just gonna write it off. Like it's whatever. I'm gonna let it go into disrepair. I don't give a shit.
So who owns it? Like those type of buildings? Does
Somebody
anyone
owns
own
it.
Somebody owns it, bro.
Somebody somewhere.
Somebody
owns
owns it.
and they're just holding on to it.
It's part of their portfolio. They're holding on to it probably with the hopes that eventually like a highway gets built close one day and the government will buy it from them. That's probably what these people are hoping. That's the
Damn,
only thing I can
dude.
think of because these developers have tons of properties. This is just one little egg inside their huge
I
basket.
guess so. That's the
They
problem.
don't give a
man.
shit.
Yeah, people need to give more of a shit. These giant companies owning all these things, the like bottom percentage of what they're dealing with is never going to get the attention it needs.
yeah.
Oh, 100%. But then again, at the same time, how can you, if you're managing 100 different projects, how the fuck can you?
Stop fucking buying properties.
I guess it's true,
Manage the
right?
ones correctly that you already have instead of trying to like be a greedy pig and get everything you can. Like we'll
Hey,
figure it
man.
out later. Just get what you can now.
Just get everything.
Get everything now.
It is nice to just hold on to it though.
Yeah.
Like just to have it in value and shit.
Well, that's what
I
they
mean,
said.
you never, I bet you one day
What's-
West Oaks is gonna blow up into something beautiful. I'm sure it
What's
will.
the saying?
It's gonna
Everybody
take a
says to
while.
buy land because God ain't making any more of it.
Facts.
Right?
Oh,
'Cause-
I've never heard that's a good
and
saying.
there ain't
Yeah.
that much to buy that you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
I mean, West Oaks, I don't know. I miss that place.
I miss that place too. I have a lot of fond memories there, dude.
It's
I
just-
remember
I-
when that place was lively and every little store was an
Something.
actual store.
They used
yeah.
to have the fucking Disney store in there. I used to be in that bitch
Oh.
heavy.
The Disney store was so awesome.
that
great.
mall probably had a ton of shoplifting.
Oh, yeah.
It probably lost a lot of money to shoplifting. Like,
I think a lot
imagine
of companies
decent
pulled out
percentage.
because of that. Like,
Like,
Hollister, those type. they
I
all pulled out
imagine
'cause of
like
that.
double-digit levels
Man.
of percentage of shoplifting.
Double
like at least
digit
10% or more. Each company, each of those companies in that mall was probably losing like
They
10% of sales to shoplifting.
They
Yeah.
probably
I
lost $1
guarantee.
billion in that mall.
places like Hot Topic probably got cleaned out
Oh, I'm
every
sure, bro.
weekend when kids were on out of school. They probably got cleaned the fuck
Just
out.
go and
Exclusive Taste got cleaned the fuck out.
Clean the fuck out.
Bro,
So
these-
bad that they left.
And then some of these other places that they tried opening up were just like, they were just not going to cut it. Like model train stores and shit like
Oh,
that.
man.
Like giant stores that were just model trains. They had big old tracks.
I remember that
I'm
store.
like, bro, that's cool. It is very cool.
it's
and I
so cool to walk
appreciate
by, but I'd never go in
it.
there.
But I'm not going to go in there and drop $500 on a model train
Fucking
track.
Exactly.
You know?
set.
It's like fucking expensive.
How
Fucking-
often are they really making a sale? Who's
Yeah,
coming in and
man.
really dropping that much money and buying his whole train?
Oh, man.
And where the fuck do you put a model train set, anyways?
In your where in your house?
In
You
your
have a
garage?
room?
Big
maybe?
house, yeah.
You need a giant garage.
Are you Mr. Rogers?
They'd have like retro video game stores and stuff like that. It's just,
Bro.
what you need is just the basics, the regulars that they got rid of before, the Hollisters, the Hot Topics. Throw all
Yeah,
that shit
but-
in there, and inshallah, it'll
Do you
be
think-
all right.
I think
Maybe
it's
you
a spacing thing too.
Do you think maybe you see it that way because you grew up with that? Like,
That's what I was
I
gonna
think
say,
maybe
yeah.
the modern age of kids, I don't know if they give a shit
I
about
think
that.
you're right, actually, because
I
you can buy
don't
that
know
stuff
what-
online.
I don't
Yeah.
know what they care about now. I think now they want places where they can go and you can like pose and make videos and it's like very Instagrammer friendly. And they want good food. They want Instagrammer, TikTok friendly food. They want it to be unique, right?
Yeah.
Like those are the kind of places they want to go to. They don't
Yeah.
want like kids still go to malls. Don't get me wrong, because it's the only place to actually go and socialize. But they prefer to go to places like this Post place, like we were talking about,
Or like City Center.
yeah,
Yeah,
Instagrammable
right,
places, places that have like nice manicured lawns and
Yeah.
sculptures and stuff they can take pictures of with their
And
friends.
West
and
Oaks
shit.
has none of this.
None.
It had nothing.
It's all beige walls and like cowboy,
And it's just it's
cowboy
Yeah, bro.
wallpapers and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man,
that.
it's failure to adapt.
cowboy
bro.
wallpaper.
That's what they have, like just cowboy hats, like on the ceiling
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because like, why would you go to fucking Hollister or whatever, or like
Yeah.
Foot Locker or whatever, when you could just buy the stuff online?
Which is what all these kids do, right?
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
bidding for shoes online. They're all buying clothes online. Like they don't give a shit about really the actual process of going to the mall. They're just going there to socialize.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they want it to be like a nice, cool experience that they can have like these, booths they can take photos in or shit like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't
Yeah.
even tell you the last time I really went to a mall
To buy shit.
to buy something.
It's been a very long time. Me too. Sometimes I'll go to return something that I bought. I'm part of the problem. Yeah, I know. It makes sense because if you're a parent, like, well, kids wouldn't go there on their own and spend money because they're kids. Like, they're just going to go there and buy fucking a Wendy's thing and then they're going to walk around the whole time.
Pretty much.
Parents go there to buy their kids clothes, but they just rather do that online. The kids are just like, oh, I found this on forever21.com.
Yeah.
Let me just buy it off here.
Yeah.
So the parents never take their kid. No money ever gets spent. Yeah, it just...
Malls are a dying business.
They're dying,
man.
man.
I think they're expensive to operate,
Man, it's just
right?
so-
And you have to like get the companies. You have to get the companies that are hot to want to be in that mall, right?
Yeah.
So
Only the special ones like Galleria and like the ones that have like stores that you'd want to go. In
Yeah.
person
yeah,
to.
like internationally known for shopping type
Yeah.
malls. Those are the only ones that really can like succeed, right? Like some of these other malls are
So,
just
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's not a business you want to be in. I feel like if you're a property developer.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It has to be the income in the area too, right? Because
Oh,
we didn't live in
absolutely,
we
bro.
didn't
Because
live in
our area was
terrible
not
area.
built for a mall.
It wasn't. But like, could you go to Memorial? It's like packed every single weekend,
Because it's in the right area.
and people are
Yeah.
splurging even at like Macy's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And those are like the most difficult stores. I
Even
feel
like
those
Katie
department
Mills.
stores.
Katie Mills is big as fuck, and it's known to be relatively cheap.
Yeah.
And people still go there.
We need an outlet mall. That's what they were planning on doing, and then they open up random ass stores like Crazy Boss and shit.
I hate that place.
That's not an outlet mall. That's just
I hate the owners of that mall, bro.
what the fuck are they thinking,
They're
dude?
just fucking weird.
I've low key heard Crazy Boss is not terrible. I've heard,
Who is giving you Crazy Boss
What is Crazy
reviews?
Boss?
I think it's like a Ross type of place where they have like Nike and Adidas. And
I'm
other
not going to
What
the
a
mall.
funny name
But
for a
what
store.
an
Crazy
awful-
Boss.
The only people that are gonna go there are foreign people because they
Crazy
see that,
Boss.
like Crazy Boss, bro. This is awesome.
This is
dude.
what it's at.
I have to go there.
But like an American is gonna see that and be like, Crazy Boss.
What the fuck is
Crazy
that?
The
Boss?
fuck is a Crazy Boss?
Honestly, I didn't know they had clothes until you said that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until my cousin who went there told me that, and she was like, "It's actually pretty cool."
It's actually a good place.
It's actually pretty solid. And I've heard Dillard's is low key pretty good, but they're just hanging on with those very few stores. They need to open an outlet mall. They need cheap shit. They need cheap.
Yeah, they
Outlet
cheap
malls are
shit.
nice, man. There's one near me, and it's like the only bad part. Obviously it's all outdoors, so the
outdoors,
heat
yeah.
fucking sucks. But when it's not hot, it's really nice, and the stores have really good deals.
Yeah.
And there's like really nice stores that have their off-brand deals. You know what I mean? Like
And a good food court.
Lululemon, Nike, all that kind of shit.
Which one? You're close to Cypress?
It's the Cypress outlet, so
Yeah.
it's
The
The
it's
one on,
really.
like, 290 and
Oh
shit.
fuck, it gets hot.
Don't
out there.
tell the people where I'm by. You
You
know?
just said
Not
it's
that
the
close.
Cypress
You're not
one.
that close to it.
There ain't that many outlet malls in Cyprus.
Don't tell the people where I live.
He lives. His zip code is. he drives a. Come
These
find him.
these sickos don't need to know where I live.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny, man.
it's a bummer, dude. I don't know what that'd be really cool though. A giant like like play area. Like maybe turn half of it into something else and then the other half into a giant.
Man, that sounds
movie
like
theater?
a lot. You need a lot of security.
But you do need a ton of
so
security.
much security.
But if you open it up in different like you know how Funplex, they just jam some shit into a big building.
yeah,
I mean, some of those buildings like the old Macy's and stuff like that, they're huge.
they're big as fuck, and they're 2 floors.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'll make like a huge entertainment center, have the bowling area, have the fucking Dave and Buster's shit, laser tag,
That bitch would
fucking
be huge,
go karts,
bro.
and then you could also go to the theater, which is in the same building. You just walk a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd have like, you know how the airport has like those, it's not like an escalator, but it's flat.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
it
love
moves
those.
fast. I'd have those all over so people can get places
That's
quickly.
fire.
That'd be awesome.
That
Yeah.
bitch is gonna be so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a multi-billion-dollar project.
It's gonna be expensive.
It'd be a multi-billion-dollar project, but it would be. I
It'll
think
be
it'd
a
have
great
potential.
idea. Yeah.
The people who open Post, they have the right fucking idea.
Yeah.
They bought a beat up ass building that they didn't even really remodel it that
They
much.
didn't remodel it at all.
They just smoothed shit down and like shined the floors so they look cool and like industrial looking, and they just threw in a few places.
Because I think they
And some
still
lights, and
they
that's it.
still have the fucking the safe. The safe is still in there.
The safe. Wait, what is that? It was an old bank.
It was an old post office.
What?
That's why it's called the post.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had
did
no
not
idea.
know that.
That's
Why
why
the
it looks
hell-
like that on the outside. It looks
Why
insane.
the fuck did they have a post office looking like that with all those stairs and crazy looking architecture?
Well, it
Or
was
did
like
they
the,
do that?
It was like the post office for the city. Not like the architecture. The architecture is different now. Like
Yeah.
the stairs are. They put in the stairs.
They put in like
Yeah.
the spiral one. The
Yeah,
spiral
the,
one,
the post office had the spiraling. The spiraling
My
staircase.
God.
They had cute stairs. Like we have these X stairs right here. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's just so many floors and shit. I would have never thought it was a post, but I guess like for the city, like
Yeah, it was
for
a, it
big
was a,
projects and like a
Yeah.
little corporate area, I guess.
yeah.
Damn.
But I don't know if they use it as a workspace either. I feel like that's a new thing.
Yeah.
But some of that shit was there before, and they just changed it around, like you said, and you can go see fucking concerts there. Like you can do a lot of shit there.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Some-
I wonder where the dust is gonna settle after like the pandemic and all this stuff, and people start to decide what kind of establishments they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a
I
good
think
question,
we're
man.
in that already.
We're in the deciding phase
Yeah.
right now. Theaters
Like,
are closing down.
Things are changing so quickly.
Things
Like,
are
you know,
changing,
like
yeah, fast.
we're seeing like things adjust to people's new tastes, right? Because
Yeah.
tastes have evolved. I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
an interesting period we're in, man. And I think that's a good note to end on, guys.
something to think about, guys.
Yeah, something to think
Something to
about.
think about.
Yeah, we don't always talk about bullshit. Sometimes we inform you guys and we have deep, nuanced topics.
We have
Yeah.
intellectual conversations.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah,
Image
we
on
didn't-
screen.
this was-
It's all 3 of our faces.
All right, bye, guys. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye bye.